Exactly. That's gonna
Of
last
course, I
about
put
10
the
minutes.
snap back over it, David.
He's gonna come out of there all sweaty and.
Oh, this is gonna last for like the first 10 minutes.
Oh, you're playing the stream.
Exactly. That's
Of
gonna
course, I
last
put the
about 10 minutes.
snap back over it, David.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh, this is gonna last for like the first 10 minutes. Oh, you're playing the stream.
Damn.
This is so scary.
Done. That was my fault. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I can tell. I can
Sorry.
tell.
Had half a beer.
That's
Yeah.
what happens when you have a freaky girl on. You just automatically have technical difficulties. Sorry, guys.
I can accept that.
We just work through them live. Our technical difficulties. What's up, Tony? What's up, Michael? Happy Friday the 13th. As you can see, I've worn my Michael Myers mask. Fuck yeah.
Happy hacking day.
Happy hacking day. That's great. I love that. There's Mask Collector 99. What's up, man? Or female. I don't know.
It's a dude. He's cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Cool, dude. There's Andrew Fay.
What? Chicken Little's in here?
James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth. Oh my god.
Me and Andrew Fay watched Money in the Bank, and his stream was delayed by like 10 seconds. So I saw James Ellsworth come back, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god, you're gonna die in 10 seconds!" And then it happened. He's like, "Oh shit!"
I never expect that dipshit to show up again.
Andrew Fay's cool, man. Don't say that. You know we love you, Andrew.
Hey, no.
Nightmare Fells, what's up, man?
John, give me 2 minutes. I have to restart my computer because I can't. Y'all like frozen on my shit. Give me like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Frozen.
Clock's ticking.
I think. Hold on. Oh no, there it goes. Okay, we're good. Okay,
You can see me now?
I can.
Oh. Yeah, this is the mask that Al gave me. So it smells like hand soap. Because he used Dial. Is that what you used? Dial?
A dial. It's like a It's like
Fabric softener?
It's just a bottle of soap, but I was gonna make a joke, but never mind. Yeah, just soap.
Nice. Bottle of lubrication.
What up, Nightmare Files?
But Larry, Edgar Sanchez.
What up, Larry?
Oh my god. I don't know how Jason does this, man. This is really extremely uncomfortable.
So, you got to turn to see, right?
No, I can see pretty well. It looks like I've got like a slanty eye because of the way the mask goes.
Well, doesn't Jason kind of have a slanty eye?
Yeah. Which, right, we're gonna get into this right now. Why does James? I saw
Oh, shit.
why does Jason wear a hockey mask when he's got one eye up here and one eye here? What the fuck's up with that?
I would think he was on a budget and couldn't afford the eye patch. So,
Yeah, I mean he's probably under budgetary constraints because there's probably not much going on at the camp in terms of revenue.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good.
How you doing? Oh yeah.
What's up, Thomas Chavez? Friday the 13th. You're damn right it is. Jason first. Yeah, he wore a bag the first time. Yeah, see, the bag made sense because the hole was up here, so you could see it of his gammy eye.
Yeah.
But hockey mask don't make much sense.
Jason wore a ball bag on his face.
What's up, Larry? What's going on, man?
And we're of course joined by the one, the only Victoria Linoleum.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Welcome to the party, pal. Oh Jesus, man! I need a drink. I've not even lasted 10 minutes. Oh.
You should try it and see if you can drink through the mask. You never know. Just like suck on one of the holes.
Yeah, David's done that before.
Dude, I'll be giving away my secrets, dude. What's wrong with you?
Oh. Oh.
Oh man, what a day! Good day.
It's been a day. It has been a day.
Friday the 13th has been living its name.
Yes. So every time someone says Friday the 13th, if you're drinking, take a drink.
Sounds good.
I got one beer, so I'm good. I'm solid.
You should just chug that beer right now and just get it over with.
No, because I get silly. I don't want to get silly.
Oh, Andrew Fay said he may or may not be intoxicated.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'll check it.
Shower. Andrew Fay, yeah, ho, for show. Oh.
Man.
Doing all the love in here today. It's a good day. So we've changed the day to Friday for a very good reason. Because we're going to have our exclusive interview with CJ Graham tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. I spoke to his wife last night, and she said that he's super excited to be here and to have plenty of questions for him. And think of some personal questions as well, she mentioned. So if anyone watches the stream live tomorrow, think of some personal questions you want to ask CJ, just to make it a bit interesting for him. Because, I mean, there's only so many times you can answer Jason questions, you know what I mean?
How personal can I get?
Personal.
Okay, cool. I already got one.
Nice.
You already got one.
It's gonna be an odd one, but I'm gonna ask it anyways.
we can audit later. You can tell me later, and
All
then we'll see if it's a yay or a nay. If it's like how big's your dick, or like
No.
like what do your balls look like, or something like that. Like probably don't ask me that. Oh man,
That's good.
it's been a day.
Do you have the equal amount of hair on each ball, or do you have more hair on one
Yeah,
ball?
exactly. Do you shave? Do you wax? Do you go full 70s?
You're just like a dude that waxes. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
I've never done it, but whatever.
Big dude, man. Tall guy.
Yeah, tall dude can't reach with the razor.
Yeah.
You want to get this shit started or what?
Okay, Sage, when I get this show on the road.
Or Dale.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, so welcome to Hellhounds of Horror with me, John, Redhead Al, and also wearing snapback David. We are joined by a very special guest, Victoria Linoleum, from YouTube fame.
So, congratulations on hitting 1,000 subscribers.
I was literally just about to say that, actually, so congratulations, Victoria.
Thanks, guys.
We're gonna have
Congratulations.
our channel in the description at the end of the stream, so if you don't already follow her, go check her out. There's some great stuff. She's also Canadian. She lives in Canada like me. And we both went to the Spooky Flea Market a couple of weeks ago. We were hanging out with Tony and Sam. It was a fun time.
That was awesome.
Thomas Chavez brought up a very good point. So this is the Horror Fiend Reviews t-shirt, which if you haven't already got one, hit your boy up and I'll give you a link. Some shameless self-promotion. Andrew Fay's already got his because he showed me a picture.
Nice.
I'm sure he whacked off into that shirt before he put it on.
Right onto Freddy's face.
Right onto Freddy's face.
Right on Freddy Myers. But yes, the movies for tonight were Nekromantik and Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, which were interesting to say the least. But without further ado, let's start with Nekromantik. Let's get that shit show out the way first. So I'm going to read the synopsis first, and then we'll start to talk about it. So, a street sweeper who cleans up after grisly accidents brings home a full corpse for him and his wife to enjoy sexually, but is dismayed to see that the wife prefers the corpse over him. What a love story. What a love triangle. What's up, Josh Rowe? But yes, let's start with our guest. Victoria, what are your thoughts on Nekromantik?
So glad I get to go first on this one. Thank you. Well, what can I say about this movie? It just seemed like it kept getting worse and worse. When you thought that it couldn't get any worse, it just kept getting worse.
Oh yeah, push some boundaries.
Like first when they were cleaning up that dead body, they weren't wearing gloves, and I was like, okay, that's gross. They're touching this dead body with their hands, but it just gets so much worse, like so much worse.
I didn't quite notice that they weren't wearing gloves, so
Yeah.
that makes it worse. Yeah.
So definitely a lot worse than that. Like when they're in bed with the corpse and having a threesome, I guess you could call it. They're like licking it, and that was just super gross. So yeah, that was pretty bad. And then when the guy puts the eyeball in his mouth, like,
Oh my god. Oh,
um,
man, holy shit.
and then yeah, it just kind of kept getting worse from there. What else? And there was just random scenes of a rabbit being killed in between there. I don't know.
I think that was real.
Yeah, it was like an actual butcher, like footage of a butcher killing a rabbit.
Right. That
But
makes
it was just so random. It was just in between randomly. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, I think because I like to read after it to see if I like miss any sort of context or subtext or anything. And I think that the story is supposedly that it's not explained in any way, shape, or form, but it's supposedly that this is like a childhood pet that the guy had, and his dad killed it, and that's where he got his fascination with dead bodies or some shit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, it obviously doesn't come across that way. He just looks like a fucking weirdo that like thinks about this guy killing a rabbit.
Yeah. They probably should have explained that because it just seemed like it didn't really fit. Like it was creepy, like the movie was creepy, but it was just really random thrown in there. It seemed.
Agreed.
And the soundtrack was just really bad, I thought. Like, it was just like they were playing happy music when they're like doing things to this corpse, and it was just really messed up.
Yeah, it sounded almost like kind of like elevator music.
Yeah, exactly.
This kind of calm orchestral music while they're like railing this dead body.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I gotta say, I chose this out of pure curiosity. I had no idea what it was going to be at all. I just saw the title, read the bio, I was like, that looks really good.
It's actually Al's favorite movie.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched it twice. Actually,
You know this scene at the end? That's what Al does when he watches this every single time.
John, I'm gonna hear your thoughts, John. I'm curious
You want to hear my thoughts?
to hear your fantastic thoughts.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Okay, so the version I watched, I don't know if anyone watched the same version as me, but mine it was in German, obviously. It was subtitled in English, but then it was also re-subtitled in another language. So the majority of stuff, I didn't really get the dialogue that was going on. I saw most of it, so I kind of pieced it together through visualizing. But I didn't know that they were street cleaners or some shit like that. But it now makes it worse at the very beginning when there's like the car crash, and then they're like splayed all over this like wooded area, and then they go and clean up the body, and then the guy for some reason just starts digging into like the guts of this dead body, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Maybe that's the guy who's gonna like fuck some dead body. And then it makes sense because then later on he takes all the stuff home and he puts it into formaldehyde and pours it in like a jar as like a keepsake. And then like how do you find two people that are just so similar to the point where they love death? Like that's what I found intriguing about this. Like, how did he find her? How did she find him? And how did they even bring that up in conversation? Hey, by the way, I've really wanted to fuck a dead body. Wow. Yeah, me too. Like some sort of divine intervention. And then she's obviously taking the bath in blood and shit. And then it just takes a turn. takes a fucking turn, and it's the scene where like the guy gets killed, and it's the guys shooting the birds in the air with this like tiny ass little fuck. It looks like a BB gun. It doesn't look like a real gun.
Yeah.
It looks like an air rifle. Guy gets a shot in the neck and he falls off the ladder. And I was like, damn! Like I expected him to like get proper shot, like 12 gauge right in the chest or something, like right in the face. It's really the small details in this that I think make it a lot worse. When they are having the threesome with the dead body, because he takes it home after they've dug it out of the water, so it's obviously been there for a while and it started to rot. It's like the sticky like residue on his face.
Yeah.
When they're like touching it, and she's like rubbing his rib cage and his diaphragm and like rubbing his cheek, and then he like starts licking it, and then he sucks the eyeball, and I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Who likes this shit? And
Phil likes this shit.
yeah,
it's a one-time watch.
Then we get to the part where, is it a pipe or is it like a piece of wood?
It's a pipe.
A pipe, like saws a pipe, and she carefully, strategically puts a condom on it.
Well,
like,
you got to
like
do that. You got to be
safe
careful.
sex
Yeah.
with a corpse,
With a pipe.
with a pipe dick.
I did.
This corpse is gonna lay some pipe in this lady, man.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, you saw how carefully she put it on. That's like
Yeah.
sex ed style from like middle school when they taught you that shit.
Yeah, like on the banana.
Yeah,
Like,
they used the pipe. It's way more better.
Yeah.
You want to?
Jesus Christ.
I wish I could actually demonstrate that scene right now if I want to.
Yeah, I'm going to demonstrate this. So you take. I'm just going to give me a lead pipe that's strategically shaped at the end like a fucking dickhead, like a mushroom head, and then she puts the condom on and she starts just going to town. And this is like a big piece of pipe. Like it's not like an average size pipe. You know what I mean? This is like a big piece of pipe.
People are wanting me to demonstrate how she put it on. Should I?
Yeah, do it.
All right, give me about 5 minutes. Let David speak about the film. Hold on.
Oh my god! And I'm not even got to the end part yet. Or the part that really upset me was the cat.
Yeah.
I had to skip past the part with the cat because it looked so much like my cat, and I was like, no, I can't do it. Like that's where I drew the line. Like this chick is riding a corpse with a pipe for a dick, and I drew the line at a cat being killed. I mean, the rabbit part made me feel really uncomfortable as well, but the cat was like amplified by 10.
Yeah, I hear you. Luckily, it looked so fake, so I knew it was
so
real.
super fake.
And when I looked it up after, like they were saying that it was fake, like the cat actually wasn't hurt or anything. So I was like, okay, that's fine.
Good.
Yep.
Well, hey Raymond, hey Lita, welcome. We're now talking about Nekromantik. Doug Govostis. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, man, but welcome.
Welcome everybody. Hello, Larry. I mean, Lita. Sorry. Had a couple beers. One beer. All right, so.
So, welcome to Sex Ed with Al.
Sex Ed with Al might be a new segment idea. Who knows? Well, let me get the review out of the way first, and then I'll demonstrate.
Do it.
All right, so I wrote down some notes because this movie was what this movie was. There was lots of nudity. I guess you could call. I don't know if you can call this horror. Yeah, you can.
It's
right?
exploitation at best, if you want to even call it that.
Exploitation. There's a lot of nasty shit going on throughout the film. If you're into the whole like controversial Serbian martyrs, that kind of thing, this might be up your alley. Maybe. Just depends, really. I know there's a lot of embalmers and funeral directors who love this film. And, what's it called? So I found out they used real animal intestines for this film because they had a very small budget.
Makes sense.
These real animal intestines to fill out the scenes. The threesome was fantastically nasty, and Yeah, she stuck a pipe in the dude's groin and fucked it and put a condom on it. That's what I'm here to show you right now, guys. Y'all didn't watch it, so I got, bam, I got a condom, not mine, of course, and
However, you gotta sell it to yourself, brother.
and I got a bottle of toothpaste because I don't got no PVC
Nice.
pipe laying around. So make sure you pay attention. Do I really gotta do this? Or is this stupid as fuck?
No, you need to do it. You said it.
We get
So-
another.
What you should have done is you should have used a vacuum cleaner hose.
Just put it on your own dick.
No, I'm not doing that.
If Nekromantik can do it, we can do it.
Gross, you bitch.
Oh, it's Friday. What a day.
All right, so
Happy Friday.
yeah, happy Friday. Share the stream, like the stream.
Yeah, tell everyone about it.
Yeah, so bam. Colgate, because that shit really does make your teeth white. For real. So boom, you get the condom. She got the condom, right? Demonstration, fellas. Memes everywhere. She put it on top, and how did she do it, John? Like you did with your fingers earlier.
Yeah. Oh, she like carefully does it,
It was like this.
and then she's like,
The way he does it.
yeah.
The bitch fucked the pipe, literally, and
She loved it, and she's like reading it, stories and shit.
and you know what, man? If your girl leaves you for a corpse with a pipe weenie,
You ain't shit.
you definitely ain't shit at all. So, well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, you know what? This movie was ass, I know, and I chose this film because I was always hearing about it. People were always telling me about it. Watch it, and it was just so happened to be my movie choice, and I was like, you know what? Fine. So, yeah, Nekromantik.
And but the one part I found very interesting was there was a large part of the movie where there was absolutely zero dialogue. Like between when she leaves him and then when he gets the hooker.
Yeah.
There's zero dialogue. It's just him kind of huffing and puffing and like gutted that he's just been dumped by this chick for a dead guy who's literally rotting away with this fucking pipe dick. I'd feel bad about myself.
Oh,
I wouldn't kill a cat though, but
Oh, Serena's here. You missed the condom demonstration.
yes.
You're a doctor, so I figured you know how to do all that.
Oh my god.
Colgate. Sponsor us. All right, so how do y'all rate this film, chat?
Well, David's starting to talk about Nekromantik. You,
Oh, my bad.
you can grab the end.
I was gone for a second, my bad.
Well, unfortunately, there's not much for me to say because I didn't get to see it. So feel free to call me a bitch, get it out of your system, and chat. Go ahead.
Do you know, honestly, David?
But honestly, I apparently I missed out on a really good movie because there's threesomes, there's all kinds of shit going on here that I wasn't aware of. So
David, I wouldn't say this was a good movie. This was a boner killer.
well,
Yeah, there was 8 scenes of boobs, 2 scenes of weenies, and 6 dead bodies.
This guy's also a grower, not a shower, man. You see when he's in that bathtub? He's in the bathtub, and he's got that fucking tiny little baby dick, and then at the end, he's this big throbbing, like fucking thick ass dick.
wow.
Like what the fuck? And the one redeeming factor of this whole entire movie, right, was
Yeah.
can you even call them practical effects? I guess we can. But the practical effects were pretty decent. Like when he chops the guy's head off with the shovel,
Yeah.
drowns him after he like kills the prostitute and he fucks her dead body. And he wakes up the next morning and the guy's like, oh, what the fuck? And he just fucking swings this spade, and then his like whole top part of his head is gone. He falls to the ground, and his tongue's still moving. He's like kind of gargling, and it's fucked up.
Hmm.
And then he just decides he's had enough. He's just been left for a dead guy, which I think this was his redeeming factor for himself. He thought, she likes dead guys, and I'm going to be dead, and then she's going to want to fuck me. This big ass hard dick. So he just stabs himself to death while he's got his dick hanging out his pants, like fully erect. and then this like ungodly amount of like semen just starts flying everywhere. Like it's like like you get conditioner for your hair. It's like that kind of white, but really like really thick, and it just starts spurting everywhere and just going crazy while he's stabbing himself. What the fuck did you make me watch?
I didn't even know what it was. I knew what it was about, but I didn't know. You know what I mean?
But
at least you can warn others if they ask you about it in the future.
But honestly, I was kind of disappointed because I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Like the stuff I'm saying, it sounds bad when you tell someone, but see when you watch it, it's kind of underwhelmed because it's a kind of it's crappy footage and like really grainy and kind of like there's some delay feature when they're having the threesome and shit. Like it was kind of poorly done and kind of mashed together. And I was I'm not expecting 4K.
Yeah.
But
I wish it was in 4K. That'd be fantastic.
Imagine. Yeah, let's start a campaign for the Nekromantik 4K restoration by Eli Roth. Let's do this.
Andrew Faye said he can go from top size to black in 3 seconds. So, don't make fun of the.
Don't hate on growers, not shores.
So
oh God, Andrew. Andrew, you need to slow it down, man. I think you've been drinking all day.
So, chat, how do y'all rate this film?
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to know how you guys rate this.
Because y'all are going to be upset when y'all find out about the segments. Especially John's. Since y'all love his. So.
I'll be right back.
Okay, David. Yep, I'm just going to say it. I don't have a segment. It's been a long-ass week. And normally I do my segments on Saturday afternoon because that's when I feel the most creative. But it's Friday and I was working and I had a shitty ass day at work. So I didn't make a segment. But then I'll just redeem it by the next time we do a show, I'll make a dope ass segment.
I made a segment.
I'll definitely make a segment.
It's good. I actually am proud of myself for this.
It's funny. It's funny.
All right, so we got a 10 from Last Pharaoh. How's it going, man? It's been a while since I've spoken to your ass. 3 sums up. A 4. A 6.5. These are not bad numbers. Okay, another 3. These are bad numbers. Oh, we got a 5. Okay, Serena. Yeah, most of the freaky girls in here. How y'all doing?
Yeah. Someone tell Laura. Tell Laura to get her ass in here.
Let's just Laura get her ass in here. Got some exciting news towards the end of this video, end of the stream.
Yes, we do. We need all the freaky girls. Someone tell Queenie as well.
Yeah.
Ray, everyone. Tell them to come on right now. Well, not right now. If they want to.
We got a 5. They can come anytime. 5. We got a 3 out of 10. And it's been 20 years since I've seen it. And I never want to see it again. So no rating. That's a 0. Fantastic.
Honestly, I don't blame you, man.
And Michael Long knows his shit. So if he says he ain't watching it again, he ain't watching it.
Yeah. So while we wait for David, Victoria, what would you rate Nekromantik out of 10?
I think I'm gonna give it a 2.
2?
I didn't really enjoy the movie, and I'm definitely never gonna rewatch it again. I will say that considering this was made in 1987, like I'm sure that would have been really shocking for its time. Even like if this was made today, it would be really shocking, I feel like. So like props to them for doing this, like pretty out there. So based on that, I'll give it a 2.
Can you imagine if this came out nowadays?
It'd be so controversial.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I don't think it would be as controversial because, I mean, Serbian film is much worse, in my opinion, in terms of graphics, like graphic violence, but cinematography-wise, beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks great.
Looks great. HD quality.
I mean, I've only seen it like once.
Same, like I've seen it like 98% the whole way.
Yeah, David, David, your mic up or down?
Nah, it's up. Can you hear me? I was sitting too far, probably.
No, you're good. Yeah, I saw it once, and it was in Blu-ray quality, thanks to Laura. She sent it to me in the trade box last year. And Yeah, she sent me a fucked up box with that and what was that Cannibal Holocaust? And I watched it on my badass, like only cool ass TV in the living room, and it looked great. It was just so. Got 3.6 from Thomas Chavez. That's
3.6. That's very specific.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Thomas.
What about you? Oh, David hasn't seen it. So what about you, John?
Honestly, I'd give it a 1.
No.
Like, I would have given it a 2 if they didn't kill the cat. That gets a point down for me. That made me really upset.
Is this your first one for Hellhounds of Horror?
First one. I don't think I've ever gave any movie that I've ever watched a 1 before. This is the first movie in the history of John that I've ever given a 1. I definitely would never watch Nekromantik again. Although I did fall asleep at the end, and I had to go back and rewatch it. But the place I watched it started Nekromantik 2. And it looked much better. Looked like better quality. So maybe I'll check out Nekromantik 2. I've seen some people in the chat saying to check out Nekromantik 2. So
alright. So I'll give my rating. I'm gonna give this a 3. Just to keep the ball rolling with the 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3.
It was ass. Yeah, Larry, you need to talk to John about the memes. I think he still has them all saved from previous occasions. If I'm not mistaken. Think.
Well, I mean, if people still want the memes, let it be heard. Honestly, we've just never really had any memes come forward, because from what I remember, it was if you want to be a meme, let us know. Yeah. And then we didn't hear anything. So if you want to be a meme, then let us know. If you have any suggestions for memes, let us know.
Send a picture.
Yeah.
Send a picture.
A photo. Instagram.
Send us them news.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3 because it wasn't really good at all, to be honest. It was shit. The quality was shit. Everything about it was ass. I mean, other than the controversial pipe dick, it was just ass all the way around. So I'm going to give it a 3.
Thick-ass pipe dick.
If it would have been a little thicker, I might have gave it a 4. So...
If you actually I expected it to be much worse. Like, I felt like it was built up to be the most disgusting movie ever, and it kind of wasn't. You know what? I think maybe I was just expecting way too much, just because nowadays everything's all just fucked up. Like, Serbian film when it came out was fucked up. A lot of people thought Human Centipede was fucked up, and then like I guess at the time that would be really like experimental, like really fucked up.
The 80s, yeah. But I'm about. I haven't looked it up. I'm about 8 out of 10 sure there's a scene on Pornhub dedicated to this film. I imagine there is.
Well, if there is, I'll find it. I'll let you know. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back.
All right.
Dave was gonna sit with a kitchen knife.
Nobody look me in the eye when I'm searching.
That is Nekromantik.
With a K.
Good movie to review.
Jesus, man.
I think John said earlier, we got to review shitty movies every now and then. It's just more fun to talk about when they're shitty.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the stream. When you review a great movie, it's all mostly positive things with like the small little nitpicky things, and it's always like, yep, I liked it. Practical effects were great, cinematography was great, music was great, actors were great. But I think it's much more fun to talk about bad movies, because there's just so much to say, really. It's really hard to find stuff that you genuinely like.
Yeah.
And that brings up more interesting conversation, especially when it comes to these like really fucked up, like old ass exploitation movies. Like, I think what was it we did before? It wasn't Last House on the Left, was it? I Spit on Your Grave.
I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah. I think we're all just desensitized to stuff nowadays, where everything's all like easily accessible. Like, you can literally watch people get killed for real.
Yeah. There's websites that dedicate to real death. So.
Yeah, it's called necromantik.com. Although, right, this is a fun story time. I know someone that made out with a necrophiliac.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yep. So, someone I went to high school with, she went to Spain for like a vacation. Would go to like nightclubs and stuff. It was the last night of her vacation. She went to this place, made out with a guy, and the guy was like, "Yeah, do you want to come back to my hotel?" And she's like, "No, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to bed. I've got a flight tomorrow. I'm going back home." And he's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. It's okay." Total gentleman about it. So she made out with him.
Mm-hmm.
She flies home and she starts to get this like weird ass rash on her face.
Okay.
And she starts to put in like, you know, like usual like Clearasil and like spot cleaner stuff and like blackhead stuff to like get this away.
Yeah,
And
you know.
it started turning into like almost like boils on her face. And so she went to the doctor, and the doctor did some tests, and he's like, "This is weird. Let me do some tests, and I'll let you know. Like, it's not acne, it's not like an infection or anything like that. Let me check."
It's necrophilia juice.
So then the guy runs the tests. She waits a couple of days. She gets a phone call. So he's like, "You need to come to the doctor's office like now." So she goes, and when she goes there, there's a police officer waiting, and the doctor takes her into a room. The policeman goes next to him, or in with them, and he sits her down, and the doctor says, I don't know how to tell you this, but the type of like rash infection that you have on your face it's been brought on by contact with dead bodies. Do you work at a funeral home? Do you know anyone that works at a funeral home? She's like, no. I just finished high school. I want to be a nurse. He's like, well, is there anything could you been contacting anyone? And she's like, well, I went to Spain on vacation. I kissed this guy, and I left, and that's when it all started. So the police officer's like, can you provide us with like a description of the man, where you saw him, and we'll send it out to the Spanish police. So they do that, and she then receives notification from the police that they've caught the guy. This was like months later. They've caught the guy, and what he would do is he would go around. This is the craziest fucking story I've ever heard. He would go around nightclubs in Spain, meet like attractive women, like charm them. Apparently, he was like a good-looking guy, like hair slicked back and like clean shaven, like pretty muscular. What he would do is he would take them back to his hotel room, and he would kill them, spend a couple of days with them. Lita said like embalming fluid, so that's probably what their cause was. He would spend time with them, and he would fuck their dead body.
Ugh.
And when they caught him, they found like 3 or 4 dead bodies in his like home. He lived in Spain, and he would just go around these nightclubs meeting tourists, people that would kind of come and go.
Yeah, on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Yeah,
some real Jeffrey Dahmer shit. And yeah, man, like I heard this through the grapevine. It was my buddy told me, and he was pretty close with her.
Yeah. So
and it was fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
yeah, well, Pharaoh said he never got a rash before, so he knocked on wood real quick.
Knock on wood, yeah. Knock on the coffin.
What's up, Jesus Lopez? Yeah.
So she made out with a guy, and she got necro herpes from it.
She got necro herpes, yeah. She got super necro herpes.
Wow.
That's for life, right?
Herpes are for life.
It cleared up. She had a problem with acne anyway. A lot of people.
So it blends in.
Acne, so it kind of blended in up to a certain point. Then it started to go like crazy red and like yellow and like pussy
Right.
and like fucking like huge boils on her fucking lower part of her face.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah,
Big
and apparently he had like an affinity for like taller women with like gigantic titties, and that's exactly what she was. So she was his perfect type.
Yeah.
So he was trying to groom her to take her back to his hotel to kill her, keep her for a couple of days, pump her full of embalming fluid, and then just go to town on her.
Ugh, that's so gross.
I'm like, you're lucky, man.
Victoria, what would you do if you kissed a dude that had that disease? What would you
Ew,
do?
I would like puke. That's so gross.
It smelled too. I saw it in person. Like it was like really like thick red border, like yellowy like pus, and like I was like, "Are you okay, man?"
Necro herpes. That's a funny.
Necro herpes.
That shit on your lips got some shit on the slip.
Yeah.
For real. Oh, good story time. I like that.
Jalissa, that sound like an urban legend. Yes, it did. But I saw it. I saw this like necro herpes, and it smelled, man. It smelled weird.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
John, so you're part of history. You're part of an urban legend. You were there to witness it.
Apparently,
yeah.
I didn't see the scenario where.
But you were there to witness the shit on her face.
Hold on. Lita Ferry knew about the embalming herpes.
Yeah. Leah, were you this person? Were you this Spanish man? It was clean shaven, slick back hair, muscular. Sounds kind of like you.
Don't go around kissing Spaniards.
No Spaniards. He's like,
I'm half Spaniard, and I'm not saying that we have that, but don't do that.
Parasites. That's a good one. Serena, it could have been parasites. But yeah, like she was fucked up for months, man.
She had chiggers on her face.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to segment?
Move on to segmente?
Segment. I got one segment.
Tenemos un segmente.
Hey, Victoria, I got a question.
Okay.
It's not, with the good questions, but
okay.
Okay, so what are you? Like, are you German? Are you Irish?
I'm actually Hungarian, so both of my parents were born in Hungary, and then they moved to Canada.
Solid.
Nice. I feel like you've said that before. I feel like I watched like a video of like a get to know me with you, and I'm sure you said you were Hungarian.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it randomly here and there.
I got a bad dyslexic when it comes to Hungary. I always spell hungry, not on purpose. Fucked up thing.
Hungary.
It's the Dos Equis, bro.
There's like Gary's got a big old dick. You're real Hungary. Oh God! It's Friday. It's been a day.
Oh, a solid month. Hello, horror chatter. How you doing, bro?
What's up, horror chatter?
How's everybody doing? Hope y'all are liking the stream. Make sure you like and share the stream. It'd be fantastic.
Yes.
And sharing and liking the stream will actually come into play soon. So we'll talk about that later on.
Sharing is caring.
Got a fantastic segment for y'all. I was the only one that did one. I'm a little proud of this one.
So, are we ready?
Muting now.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Alice Horror Shop here. How you guys doing today? Yes, I dyed my hair. Feels good to have it back to red. So, funny story that happened yesterday with me and my son. I'm about to reenact it, but throw a little bit more like extraness in there, more comedy. So, remember whenever you were a young kid, whether it be you're a boy or a girl, it's probably happened to you, both genders, or whatever gender you decide you want to be. Getting caught with porn, or stealing porn, or getting caught watching it in some manner. So let's go ahead and get off this little stupid ass skit I made and enjoy. Man, what a day at work. Is this fucking bills? God damn, man. So many fucking bills. Sucks being a dad. You have a son that don't pay for shit. Speaking of that, where the fuck is he at? It's fucking quiet in this house. No one does not pay bills. He keeps the fucking TV loud as shit. I gotta go turn that down. Turn down the TV. The fuck is this doing over here? Are you fucking kidding me? This little son of a bitch stole his grandpa's porn. This ain't the way of the Lord. I'll go wake this bitch up and ruin his whole fucking day. Oh yeah? You wanna watch this freaky deaky shit? Little bitch! What the fuck, Dad? You nasty motherfucker. So you think you can steal your granddad's porn about all four? Give me all these fucking DVDs anyway, you little pervert bitch. So you think you steal all his porn? Is this what he's been calling me about? You want to steal all his porn and jack your fucking small ass wiener to this motherfucking. I'm trying to keep a straight face for this fucking segment. I'm sorry. You're trying to fucking steal your granddad's shit. Have you fucking read the titles of these fucking movies? I mean, it's just, those aren't even porn, Dad. You're fucking going blind or something. Reread those titles. You're tripping. Like, whatever you think it says, that's not what it says. Oh, so it's not what this says? Teen Latina's first black cock? What the fuck? What is that? Huh? What is this? I can't even read that shit. Nasty Latinas? What the fuck? What's my grandpa seriously watching? Chiches? Fucking hot Indian vagina snatch 6? What the fuck is wrong with you? Tripping, Dad. This ain't Nasty Latinas. 5 hours of hardcore. This is not Nasty Latinas. This is just Bam Margera shit. And this is Teen Latina's first black what? Like, no, you're tripping. That is not what this stuff says. You're just coming in here to mess with me because you have all them bills due and you just leave me the fuck alone. All them bills, huh? You want to talk about all these bills? You know what? You ain't got to pay no bills with the Lord, bitch. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. It was really hard to contain my laughter doing that one. That's why I kept it in there. Long story short, I caught my son. He stole like 30 or 40 of my grandpa's DVDs, and he didn't say he watched any, but he hid them behind the TV. So that's where this inspired from. Back to the show. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was interesting.
I caught his ass. He was watching Trick or Treat, as a matter of fact. And I was dusting the fucking back of the shelf, and I saw that big ass sock. I was like, what the fuck is that? So I literally, because it was like a loose sock. When I pulled it up, all the DVDs flung everywhere, like fucking confetti. My son just sat
like
there.
porn confetti.
He was sitting there. My son's 6. No, he's 7. I'm sorry, 7. So he just sat there, didn't even blink, just looked at the TV, acting like I didn't just fling porn all over the fucking place. And I was like, really? He immediately started crying. I was like, you know what? Don't cry. I told him, like, 4 years down the road, we'll have a fucking talk. But right now, I gotta call your grandpa. He was
What'd your grandpa say when you had him? He's like, I've been jonesing for a jerk off for like a week, son.
He blew my phone up, man, for like 3 days. I didn't answer. He was calling my phone all the time. I answered it. He's like, have you seen a sock laying around? It was like a circle sock. I was like, I just picked up the kids and I burned off. I had to work that day. He's a white dude. He loves Hispanic women. This is my grandpa, my old ex-grandpa-in-law or whatever. So he was like, oh, if you find it, let me know. I had no idea what he was talking about, bro. So, yeah.
Oh,
I would have had so many questions when I would have gotten a phone call asking about a round sock.
I should have brought the DVDs to this show because it was so fucking funny, man. And then I was like, man, I can't think of any segments. And he's like, man, do something with like the son and dad thing.
Oh my god.
And I was thinking real quick, boom, son and dad. It's done. I'm gonna post that one on my channel.
Where'd you get a shotgun?
I have 6.
You have 6 shotguns.
6 shotguns, 4 revolvers, a 22, and a hatchet.
Jesus, man. I'm finding so much about these guys. I found out David wears contacts. Al's got fucking 6 shotguns. Victoria. Oh, it's been a Friday. Victoria, tell me something that I don't know about you. Like, what's something that like people just don't know? Obviously, it doesn't have to be like super personal or like embarrassing or anything. Just something that just no one knows.
She's like, fuck.
I do belly dancing.
What?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I've been doing that for like, I don't even know how long, but it's been like, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 years I've been doing it.
Wow, that's badass.
Yeah, we've done like a couple performances and stuff, so.
So is it like part of like a team?
It's just like a class I've been taking for the past few years. Yeah.
Go. Sharing is caring, guys.
That is, yeah, I definitely wouldn't have expected that out of you. That's awesome.
No.
I thought, you know what? I swear you're gonna say like, I read 9 books a day.
Oh God, no.
Come off as such a sweet person. That's what I definitely wouldn't have expected that.
I volunteer at a library.
You know what? Since we're doing this, John, tell us something we don't know about you.
Most people don't know that I used to get paid to. This is a great place to start. I used to get paid to edit audiobook pornography. That's 100% true. That was my job. I used to listen to audiobook porn and edit it and then submit it to Amazon for review.
That's amazing.
They tried to get me to do like an Outlander like spin-off.
Oh, cool.
Or like Braveheart or something. So they were gonna put me in like a cupboard and like record me like talking all Scottish like basically undressing women with my voice and banging women. I'm Scottish, yeah.
What about you, David?
I've been sitting here thinking the entire time. I don't know. I'm pretty much open with the things about myself, so I really can't say there's not much you don't know about me.
So I got something embarrassing to say.
Go ahead.
Do it.
Off the record. So I had 7 brothers growing up, and I loved Indian in the Cupboard, right? This is stupid as fuck, but anyways. I love the movie so much. I would hide in the closet. I would hide in the closet, right? And I had big brothers and shit. They would beat the shit out of me when I was a kid. And I hid in the closet, and they lock it, and I'd come to life. I was like, I don't even know. I was like 7 or 8, bro. So when we come out of the closet, I'm alive. I'm able to beat the shit, like fight with my brothers. And then whenever they handle my ass, They throw me in the closet, lock it, open it, and I'm just in fetal position, but I can't move or they'll beat my ass even more. So, yeah. Good stuff.
I figured something out.
Did you right before you say it, David? Right, I just need to ask all this. Did you have your hair like the Indian from the Indian in the cupboard? Like, did you need to have your hair like that?
No, we had a guest like that too. But no, I've had my hair like this because Rufio from The Hook. When I was a kid, I was infatuated with those fucking terrible ass kids. And yeah, I was like, and not saying it's passed on, but every now and then I've had my hair red for fucking years. It's just been it's been about a year now since I've had it black. So yeah, solid.
You used to unlock the cupboard and I'd come alive.
Look. I was like my son's age.
It was just like 3 weeks ago.
I was trying to think of something embarrassing. But like, okay, so belly dancing and voice porn, I have nothing to compete with that. So I just find something embarrassing.
Yeah, like we did like a work event, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like try and find out something interesting and that no one knows about your coworker." And like everyone else went, and it was like, "Oh, I did a marathon." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a volunteer firefighter." I'm like, "Yo, you need to sit the fuck down, Mary Poppins."
That's funny.
I listened to a woman talk about how she's gonna take this woman who's an air hostess, take her into the bathroom, and piss in her mouth.
Ugh.
And she's gonna make her own personal toilet.
Can you reenact that?
Chin chin.
Can you reenact that?
No.
Yeah, you can.
I probably could. Yes, David.
What?
Tell us something that we don't know about you apart from the fact that you were contacts.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So only when I'm by myself in the vehicle will I sing with music.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a singer?
I am.
I sing in the shower too.
You do?
Yeah. I see. I've got a Bluetooth speaker, so I usually put my phone on charge, connect my phone to the speaker, and then I'll like haul ass, man, like fucking dance and everything, man. I'll go for it.
So, is anyone else like this? I cannot wash dishes unless I have music.
No, I'm not like that. But for the longest time, I couldn't. I couldn't wash dishes in the sink because it made my hands feel weird. And it used to make my mouth go immediately dry.
You get necro soap.
Yeah, I needed like fucking necro soap.
That's awesome. Love it.
What about anyone in the chat? Does anyone in the chat have any interesting facts about themselves that they want to share with the group?
I haven't had the chat pulled up for a while.
Today is a day of reflection. Chin chin.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Thomas, I did not find the video. I looked on Pornhub.com. I did find a lot of hard dicks and rough writing though for that category.
Okay, I got a question before we get like or whatever. Name a guilty pleasure singer.
Guilty pleasure singer?
Yeah, like I would never expect you to listen to that person.
I'll go first because I've got one right off the top of my head.
All right, go.
Olivia Newton-John. The other day when I was in the shower, I put on some music and "Let's Get Physical" came on.
Let's get
And it was it was blaring, man. Before it was Black Sabbath was on before, and I was jamming the fuck out to War Pigs. And then "Let's Get Physical" came on, and I was like, I fucking like transformed into like fucking like a diva, man. I must have looked like Cher in the shower.
That should definitely be a segment in the future.
Yes. Any of y'all are fantastic folks. Want to meme this dude?
Yeah. If you want to make a picture of me as Olivia Newton-John in a leotard from the video from "Let's Get Physical," I'm all open for that.
What about you, David? I'm thinking right now. I'm trying to pick one.
I really don't go outside of metal too much, dude.
You like some gangster rap, do you not, David?
I do. I listen to some of that as well.
I listen to a lot of gangster rap too.
I like some BB King though. He's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you know what? I'll jam some Michael Jackson, dude.
Oh,
Yes.
I have like this Rocket League playlist because I play Rocket League a lot. So I'm just like
yeah.
all these random songs.
You know, Michael Jackson should never be a guilty pleasure. He's
No,
just-
yeah. Michael Jackson's he was insanely talented.
He was great.
Yeah, Victoria, what's your guilty pleasure? Like a singer that's your guilty pleasure that like most people would never expect for you to actually listen to and like.
Let me just think about that one for a minute.
You missed. Mine was Olivia Newton-John. What was David's? Forgot.
I really didn't have one, dude. I don't know. I can't say that there's something
Yeah.
awkward that I would listen. You know what? I'll jam some Backstreet Boys, dude.
Oh, Backstreet Boys are the shit, man. Never be embarrassed about that. What was yours?
Oh, let me see. I have a lot. I listen to everything.
Spice Girls.
I'm gonna say.
Spice Girls are the shit.
Let's see. You're in the car. You're in the mood. I'm jamming. Something comes on the radio. I'm gonna think of. You know what? The Grease soundtrack is solid. I gotta say.
Again, Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, I like the Grease soundtrack. I like a little bit of country. A little bit.
I'll jam the Top Gun soundtrack.
Yeah. Danger Zone.
I'm trying to think of something very like.
I love Kenny Loggins.
You know what?
Something special about the guy.
All right.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Not lately, but when I was a kid, my mom would belt Celine Dion like a fucking monster. Every time that song comes on, I forgot what the song's called. Celine Dion, real famous one.
Is it the one from Titanic?
I don't know. I can't remember.
My Heart Will Go On. I remember slow dancing to that in high school, in like primary school.
Something about I'm Your Lady. Some shit. I can't think of it to save my life.
Oh yeah, I know that song. And You Are My Man.
And You're My Man. Yeah. When I hear that on the radio, I can't help but to sing it because of my fucking mom. So, fuck it. There's one right there.
Victoria, do you have any ideas? Have
Okay.
we given you any ideas?
Yes, mine's totally different though. So I listen to punk music, so this is really embarrassing. But I like old school Kanye West.
What
Old school Kanye West is so good. I prefer old school Kanye West. Like Graduation, great fucking album.
So good. Yeah.
But see, like now, he just sounds like a fucking like crackhead bitch.
And I like hate him as a person, but his old music was so good.
I think he's as a person, he's just way ahead of his time. I think.
You know what? Before he started messing with Kim, maybe a few years before that, his music has been amazing.
Fantastic.
But you know, how old are you, Victoria? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 30.
30. Damn, I thought you were gonna say 25 to be honest. So
I thought so too.
yeah. So you're 30. You've been there. NSYNC or Backstreet? Gotta know.
NSYNC. I saw them live in Toronto, and it was
Saw them live.
Who has
Cut the stream. Cut the stream. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna smash my computer.
Am I being kicked off as a guest now?
Yeah, you're getting kicked out of the stream.
You know what? I'm just finding out we fuck with Backstreet.
I do like the Backstreet Boys too, though. Like I like both, but I like NSYNC just a little bit better.
It's JT, man. JT's a talented man.
Yeah.
Backstreet's back, all right.
Oh yeah.
We should have that as a vote in the chat. Backstreet or NSYNC?
Yes, right. Chat right now. We need your participation right now. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
Oh yeah, Tony said, "How about Drake?" I love Drake too.
Drake's cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
Someone told me the other day that Drake is like the Nickelback of rap music.
Damn.
For 2 minutes, somebody explain to me what the big deal is about this guy. The like, there's people at work that were like obsessed with this guy to the point they live their life by what he fucking says. Like, What's going on with this?
Started from the bottom, and now he's here.
That explains it.
Yeah, that's really it, man. It's that fucking that Hotline Bling dance, man. That's what made him.
That's a pretty sweet dance.
I think because
It's the memes, man. It's the memes for that.
yeah, and he makes music for like people who are going through relationship stuff. So people, I guess, fuck with his shit. He has some good songs. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. He has good jams, but I'm not like a super fan. So
Yeah,
I've never purposely listened to one of his songs ever.
yeah, me neither. So we've got Lita with Backstreet Boys, Josh Rowe, Backstreet, Tony, Backstreet Boys.
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. New Kids on the Block were fucking great. New Kids on the Block were the new It movie.
Please don't go, girl.
Please don't go, girl. That's another.
And that's a good song too. Yeah, Victoria, I never pictured you being 30. You look way younger.
I get that a lot.
I've been asked if I'm 30.
Same.
Some people thought I was 32. See if I've got the beard, man. People think I'm like 32. See if I shave the beard, I get like 26, 27.
I look, yeah, about the same. I look about 24, 25, supposedly.
Without or with the beard?
Without. With, I look like my supposedly 30.
Fucking middle-aged man.
Shit, I feel weird with my beard missing. All I have is the goatee now.
Yeah, it looks good, David.
I can kiss my ass.
And there we go, Jalissa, Backstreet Boys. So it's official, the Backstreet Boys are better than NSYNC.
Damn it, we're all the NSYNC fans.
I think you're the only one
Backstreet's
here.
back.
You know what? Laura is a super JT fan.
Oh man, Laura needs to be here.
Laura can mess around and go away. Cause
Someone needs to tell Laura to get here. Lita, I nominate you to tell Laura to come here. And big up the NSYNC. But while you do that, let's move on to Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Oh,
So this is literally the description on IMDb.
all right.
Serial killer Jason Voorhees' supernatural origins are revealed. That is literally it.
Say that one more time.
Serial killer
Uh-huh.
Jason Voorhees' supernatural origins are revealed.
And it had nothing revealed about shit.
Well, now, this was an interesting one because I remember watching this a long time ago, and it was the cover. Like I think I rented this at Blockbuster back in the day. It was the cover that made me want to get it, like that, like the fire, and then like the metallic mask with the snake coming out it, and it's like,
Yes.
whoa, this looks crazy good. And then even I remember back then, even when I didn't know that much about horror movies, I knew it was kind of weird because I'd seen some Friday the 13th before, and I was like, yeah, Jason's gonna fuck some shit up. Boy, was I wrong. So let's start with you, David. What were your thoughts on Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday?
you know what this movie reminds me of? It reminds me of like Blade Trinity or a UFO movie. This is a world where what if Jason really existed? Because they get the law involved to come and hunt him down, and it's what if what if he was really real? That's kind of like what the movie was to me. So they fucking shoot him, they blow him up. Where did the rockets come from? Was there a rocket launcher in the tree, or was this actual planes flying over and dropping bombs?
I think I can't actually remember. Do you know if it was a rocket launcher or if it was like a bomb? Because they blew him up somehow.
It was like a bomb. It came from up because he was looking up and it shot down behind his ass.
Because you can kind of hear the sound like where it's incoming, it's incoming, and then he just blows up. So I was thinking maybe, plane going by, dropping the payload, you know what I mean?
Dropping the payload right on Jason's face.
So yeah, they kill him. The heart's still beating, and then it stops beating, so they take him. Dude, that fucking guy, you saw how he looked at the heart before he ate it, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the same look I get when I'm at a table with a bunch of people and there's one taco left on the plate in the center. That's the look I get in my eye, you know.
He's got crazy eyes, like.
So I kind of understand where he was coming from with that a little bit. But throughout the whole movie, there was some weird things, like things that happened that didn't make sense. Why is this happening? But,
like there's suddenly a Voorhees house.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell if he was a demon, a parasite. He was possessing people, kind of a little bit of everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he'd look in the mirror, and it's like he was a goddamn vampire because it was a normal person, but then it was him in the mirror.
Yeah, he's like a reverse vampire.
Yeah.
Rather than see nothing, you see the real Jason. When you walk past a fridge that's like stainless steel, you see Jason walking. Like, what the fuck, man?
There was a lot of questionable things in this movie, but somehow it kept me engaged and entertained.
Yeah. Rewatching it, the kills in this are some of the most creative. The guy that I think he wrote and directed it, possibly just directed it, but the kid it was the first feature film he'd ever done. He was 23.
Wow.
And he was coached by Sean Cunningham, who made the first Friday the 13th. This was also the first Friday the 13th movie to go out through New Line Cinema as opposed to Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
Because Part 8 did so fucking bad that they sold the rights to New Line. And I think Part 8 is still the lowest grossing Friday the 13th movie.
Is that Manhattan?
That's Manhattan, yeah. Which I think is one of my favorites, actually.
That's another discussion.
I want to give a round of applause to the guy in the movie in the tent that managed to get his rocks off before he died.
Funny.
I commend you, sir.
The couple in that scene were actually ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend. They had broke up like a couple of months before, and they were both actors, and they both got the part. So they had to like, simulate sex scenes after just breaking up.
Oh wow!
And apparently, they're both like completely naked. Like it's not as if he's wearing like a cock sock. Apparently, from what I've heard, he was like naked. And if you've ever seen the Crystal Lake Memories, when they're talking about this one, the producers that talk about it, they were like, it was pretty much like being on a porn shoot, because they were just like, yeah, fuck her harder, grab her titties, fuck her harder. And it was one of the most not graphic sex scenes, but like more explicit sex scenes in the franchise. So there's your facts for the evening.
Last thing I want to say before we move on to the next person. I have not watched a Friday the 13th movie in a long time, aside from Freddy vs. Jason. This movie made me appreciate all the titties that come out in every movie.
Oh yeah.
It gave me a good reminder, you know.
Spoil yourself.
I'm a happy guy right now.
Yeah, you were happy.
Very.
So, yeah.
Who's next?
Victoria, what are your thoughts on this?
So this is only the second time I've seen this movie. The first time I saw this movie, I didn't really like it for some reason, but this time rewatching it, I actually liked it a lot more. Like I was just really engaged with it. And like there were some really funny parts, like when they're in the morgue and they're like talking shit about Jason and then like, fucks them up. That was such a great part. And then like he kills Kane Hodder, like Kane Hodder is just there as a security guard. That was hilarious.
That was cool. That was a cool little touch.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, it's kind of out there for them to just be like, oh, by the way, Jason has all this family that we've never heard about before. So
and all this mythology behind the Voorhees name.
Yeah. Exactly. It kind of felt like it was just made up for this, but I don't know, I feel like it works if you just don't take it too seriously. Like if you just watch it for fun, like it's overall a good movie. I really liked it.
Nice.
If it wasn't a Friday the 13th, it would be a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
If it didn't have the guys of Jason Voorhees, then it would be a really good movie, I think.
Kind of like Halloween 3. If it had nothing to do with the word Halloween and 3, it'd be a solid movie on its own.
Yeah, true.
Interestingly enough, though, I think when John Carpenter made Halloween, he initially wanted it to be like an anthology about the season Halloween.
Mhm.
But because one and two did so well, and everyone was like enamored by Michael Myers, and then they came out to do Season of the Witch, and everyone was like, "Well, where the fuck's Michael Myers? This is the only reason I'm here."
I was one of those people.
Yeah, like I was one of those people as well, and then I rewatched it, and I found a new appreciation for it. Like Tom Atkins is great in Season of the Witch. I thought it was a great movie. A lot of really interesting kills, and for a Halloween movie, you know, like
I
that's
didn't
not
watch,
Michael Myers.
I didn't watch that movie until my early 20s. I stayed
Yeah,
away from it personal, like purposely. I was
yeah,
like, oh man.
same here.
Once I watched it, it was solid.
Oh yeah,
There's only a few people I like to fuck with that are like super fanboys in that film. I'm just
Yes.
fucking
Mr. Meat Hook,
Meat Hook.
like you know the end scene in
Yeah.
Necromantic, like that's what happens when Mr. Meat Hook watches Season of the Witch. Like seriously, man, it's like this guy loves Season of the Witch.
What's up, Phil? We just got done talking about your favorite movie.
Yeah, Phil, we just did Necromantic. You missed all the fun.
What
All
up,
right.
Billy?
Let me see my thoughts on this film. Same thing as John. When I was a kid, walking through the VHS aisles, either seeing the poster or the box, it was really nostalgic. It made me think of like this Motley Crue cover on their CD. It had snakes in a skull,
Right? Yeah.
and I remember I was so fascinated from this movie. For number one, it had Freddy Krueger at the end. It had me like locked in when I was a kid, and that's when that huge fandom started. Oh, Freddy versus Jason, they need to fucking fight. Ever since that fucking scene, it's been a wanted thing up until the movie finally came out. I One of my favorite scenes is whenever that lady's making hamburger hockey masks as a kid, and I even got a YouTube video of it. It's way in the archives, like a year ago. I tried to make a hamburger hockey burger. It didn't work at all. It was not as easy as she made it look. What else? The whole dagger thing.
Yeah, like the fucking Power Rangers dagger.
Yeah, that shit was wacky as fuck. But not Jason, Kane Hodder. I think I was talking to John about this the other day. A lot of people love Kane Hodder, say he was the best Jason ever, and then some people say that he's a part of the worst Jason movies out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. So he did a great job playing this Jason. He was really scary. Like he had like the brains. Looks like he had brains come out of his mask. He had the small hairs that were really freaky looking. He was wearing a Dickies overall, Dickies two-piece, fucking killing people. He was just really intimidating. This was a really intimidating Jason. This for some reason his mask was sucked on his face. It's been on so long, which I like that. That's what kind of kept the costume going. Is he's wearing the mask so long and it just became attached to his fucking face. So I figured that was a good detail. The kills were good. The sheriff was annoying as fuck. Yeah, the eating the heart scene. I remember freaking out as a kid, watching him eat the heart in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And consuming Jason's soul, I guess. That's just another freaky ass movie, man. But it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't
No.
terrible.
I would probably agree with you on that one. Rewatching it, I found like a new sort of appreciation for it. Because I mean, in terms of story, the story fucking sucks, man. Where they just pull this out of fucking nowhere that the Voorhees bloodline is like all fucked up, and like he's suddenly got half siblings, and there's a Voorhees house, and there's like he can only be killed by a Voorhees, and he can only if he goes inside and takes possession of a Voorhees, then he become like superhuman. It was just like, where the fuck does all this shit come from, man? He was literally just in Manhattan like 10 minutes ago. What the fuck?
Yeah.
The best part about this movie, though, was fucking Creighton Duke,
Yes.
the bounty hunter. Which, why the fuck does Jason have a bounty hunter, first of all? He's like obsessed with Jason. But he's a fucking badass, man. His were like one-liners, like the lines that you put in the movie, Like, what do you think of Jason Voorhees? I think of a girl in a little pretty pink dress.
Yeah.
And like he just loves to like take the piss out of Jason, and when the guy tries to get information from him, he like snaps his finger. Which I mean was a decent trade for the amount of information he actually ended up getting. Because he told him this like long ass fucking winded story about the whole scenario, summarized it in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of people saying in the chat there like Bloodline movies suck. Like this is a Bloodline movie for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. Yeah, what Phil's saying, I agree. Yeah, what everyone's saying. So, okay, so since we're on this topic a little bit, what is the worst Friday the 13th film? The absolute worst. I'm gonna say the first one, because even though it's like an origins to Jason, it really ain't got shit to do with the kid. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say the first one.
Interesting. Do you know I think we spoke about this before. A lot of people put the first Friday the 13th on the lower scale of their favorite Friday the 13th. And I would agree with that. It's up there as one of the worst.
Oh, see, like I got what Tony, Hook, Faye. They're saying the first. Josh says Jason X. That's definitely not a first time hearing that. A lot of people don't like Jason X.
I like Jason X for Uber Jason. I like that shit.
They
Even
did.
though he looked like swole as fuck.
He was buffed out, bro. They should have did they did a Jason goes in space, Leprechaun in space. I'm surprised they didn't do a Freddy or Michael go to space.
Yeah.
But that'd have been like the complete sequel. That'd have been great.
You gotta go to space one time at least.
At least once.
What? Yeah. What? Victoria, what would you consider the worst Friday the 13th movie?
Curious.
Actually, Jason X. I just could not get into that movie. It was just so bad.
Solid.
I didn't hate it. Like I saw, it's one of those things that if you see it as a kid, then you have a more of an appreciation for it. And I think that's what I like about Jason X. I like the Uber Jason, the kill where he puts her head in the fucking
Like the cryogenic ice.
yeah, like the what's that called?
Like is it dry ice or something? Or no, liquid nitrogen?
Liquid nitrogen, that's the one. Where he puts her face in that and smash it, like that's historic.
That was a good kill.
Damn good kill.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, David?
Some of the worst Jasons have the best kills though. But yeah, David, what's your worst?
Halloween 3.
He likes all the Jasons.
Now, I'd have to say I'd have to say part 1.
Part 1, yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it has nothing to do with him. So what's the point?
Do you know? I'm not saying this is my least favorite because I found a new love for it. But a lot of people don't like part 5, and Al likes to roll around when people say that. Look at him; he's trying not to cry.
I love part 5.
But you know, right? For the longest time, I didn't like part 5.
What do you like about part 5?
Me or him?
Yeah, no, you.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Hopefully, just like Nightbreed, we have like a small agreement between me and John. We'll never review those 2 movies.
Yeah.
Unless David's like, fuck it, let's. That'll be terrible.
I have those planned out in the future. I just choose to take those shots at the right opportunity.
Oh, that'd be fucking ass, bro. Don't do that. Let me see.
We're gonna review The Conjuring 2 at some point.
Oh man.
I'm down for that. That shit's creepy as fuck.
So what I like about part 5? Well, number 1, it was the first one I ever seen. I think besides Phantasm, it was the first time I ever seen boobs. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the first time you saw boobs?
Yeah, it was either that or Phantasm.
Phantasm.
There's another embarrassing story. Seeing him like in person, I'm definitely not gonna talk about that shit.
Story time.
That's a bad story time. It's funny as fuck, but it's so embarrassing. Let's see, part 5, the comedy, the kills. The mystery, they never shown his face or his mask up until towards the end. Reggie's little Larry's little ass when he's screaming like a girl. That shit cracks me up every time. His brother getting killed in the porta potty, singing that song. It's funny as fuck. Everything. The fat kid getting killed with the chocolate. It was pretty gory. Had some nice kills.
It's part five. I've not seen it in a while, but it's part five, the one with like the woman in the kitchen and she's making the
Yeah.
chicken and she's like, "Hi."
Yeah, that fucking lady right there was a bitch, but her son was a fucking idiot. They both
He was
died.
funny.
It was just this. I thought it was good. It was solid. Of course, it wasn't actually Jason, but you know, it was just
But neither was part one. So I mean, anyone that gets bent out of shape that's like,
Yeah.
oh, it wasn't Jason.
I'm
Neither
a-
was part one. So shut your fucking mouth.
I don't know if John's looked at our group chat yet on Facebook, but I sent him something. I'm gonna say right now, and this is whatever. Ari Lehman, in my opinion, should not be given as much exposure than he gets. Because yeah, he was a kid. Yeah, he's the iconic Jason child. But from what I've heard, he's a real dick because he thinks I was the first Jason ever. Really, you know what I mean? You were just, even though he's an iconic kid, he just really didn't do shit.
But when you think of the iconic Jason, you think hockey mask, you think machete, you think like overalls, you think like big, strong, muscly guy. You don't think like a little weak, fucking mongoloid bitch that jumps out the water and pulls a woman into a pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's yeah, it's technically Jason, but yeah.
Wait, his best scene is what? He pulls the boat down, like
Yeah.
3 seconds, like 5 seconds scream time.
At the end,
Oh, and it's like, doo, doo.
yeah.
Now he looks like he looks like that dude from System of a Down. So,
Jesus Christ.
sorry, I'm in a tipsy roasting mood. So yeah, hopefully we never have to review Nightbreed or Part 5 one day.
Yeah, because
I agree with you, Al. I really like part 5.
Part 5 was decent, man. Like, I got the 8-part Blu-ray set, like, a couple months ago, and I watched all of them. You know, honestly, I skipped part 1 and started on part 2, and it made me happy.
Yeah, if you start at Part 2, it's almost like Part 1 didn't even need to be fucking there.
Yeah, dude. Like, Steve Dash was a good Jason.
Yes.
In my opinion, right, this is not biased because we're having him on the show tomorrow, but I think that C.J. Graham was the best Jason. He's like one and done. A lot of them were one and done. Kane Hodder was the exception, but I loved his portrayal of Jason. And you know, another Jason I really like that's probably quite controversial is Derek Mears in the Friday the 13th like reboot,
Yeah.
the remake. Because that essentially combines the good parts of 1 and the rest of part 2.
I agree with that. What time we got, John?
What?
8:28.
8:28. We got 30 minutes.
We got 30 minutes, man.
Who has questions for Victoria Linoleum? You know what? Speaking of her, you can ask her for a year. I could not pronounce anything to do with her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I got tired for months.
One thing we forgot to do was rate the movie. So everyone in the chat, throw your ratings in for Final Friday.
Sorry, Jason.
Well, I scratch my face.
You know, they should have done an 8-bit Jason movie. Because he looks fucking awesome in that purple getup, Barney getup.
Oh yeah. Damn, this is really hard to breathe, man. No wonder Jason was pissed off all the time.
Does someone?
No wonder he didn't speak, man. It's really hard to talk in this as well.
Can y'all hear me good?
Oh yeah, I can hear you fine.
Bill's saying I have mad reverb. I have never even seen that word in my life.
Kind of sound like you're in a stadium a little bit.
Oh shit! Hold on. That's not good. Hey, Daryl, Victoria, Al. No, So why does the stream have 16 likes and 16 dislikes? I don't know.
For those that haven't read the chat, I just said that punk ass bitches be hating.
We got some punk ass bitches.
Don't hate, participate.
Yeah. Voice your opinion in the chat. Yeah. Pussy.
I'm echoey. I'm sorry, Victoria. Damn. Does anybody have like?
Man.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm echoey.
Yeah, I don't know. I can hear you fine. Oh, I've split my heart open.
Oh, you fucking.
God damn it.
Oh.
All right. So what are the ratings we got so far?
Okay.
What's up, Brian Minnick? Happy Friday the 13th, brother.
So, Brian. We got Tony with a 6, Josh Rowe 7, Phil 6, Lita 7.5, Andrew 6, Meat Hook 8, Michael on 3, but only for Kane Hodder.
But only for Kane Hodder.
So does that mean, like, I don't get that.
Y'all think Kane Hodder's overrated, or is he just fine where he's at?
Kane Hodder's he's a good dude, right? He's a funny ass guy who loves to fuck with people. And I appreciate that. He's a funny ass guy. When me and Al, when we met him, it was an experience, man. He was telling me like he lost his virginity to a prostitute, and he was like fucking 9 years old and shit. And I'm like, whoa, dude. You weren't wielding that machete when you were 9 years old, were you? Fuck. But
We have one question here from Ben Grimm. Want to answer it real quick before we move on to our ratings?
hell yeah.
What's the best slasher that never got more than one movie?
Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
One good question.
That's my pick, like right away, straight off the bat.
I'm gonna say The Burning.
The Burning's great, fantastic.
You know what? That movie has to be top 5 slasher somewhere. Because
Yeah, Mr. Eagsy Cropsy, yeah, The Burning. Whew.
I have not seen Cropsy.
it's a good one, bro. It's really good. It's
Yeah,
great.
Tony's with me on that one. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Underrated, I think, in my opinion.
Solid.
Okay,
Speaking
hold on. Before we continue any further, whose movie pick is it this week?
It's yours.
Oh, shit. Okay. I got some thinking to do. Go ahead. Continue.
Terror Train, Phil. Fuck yes, I love Terror Train. Oh, love that movie.
Madman.
Madman Mars. Never seen that.
I thought Madman sucked, but
Watch that be his #1 draft pick.
so sorry, Michael. I watched it and I couldn't get into it. It was like Nekromantik quality.
All right, so Victoria, how do you rate Jason Goes to Hell?
I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I think if I wouldn't have rewatched this, I probably would have given it like a 4 because the first time I watched it, I just wasn't really into it. But
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I appreciate it more. And I liked how in the credits it credits Kane Hodder as being Jason, security guard, and Freddy's arm.
Yep.
That was cool.
That was some good shit, man.
What you?
Because I mean that threw all the fanboys into fucking overdrive, man. Because they were like, "Oh my god, there's gonna be a crossover. This is gonna be amazing," and then it didn't happen.
Okay, look, can you imagine? Let's just say for shits and giggles, we're gonna watch Halloween 2018, right?
Yep.
Let's say something towards the end. There's a Jason mask, or a machete, or some kind of
Or a chainsaw.
something subliminal to another slasher. That would also drive people nuts.
Yeah, it would.
And you know what? I was gonna make a video about this on my channel, but I think it's about that time for another Versus film. Because I don't want to say horror's been dull lately, but there's definitely a need for some more fan excitement. So I think there should be like a Jason Michael. I think it's time for one of those movies to spur up somewhere.
I'm still hoping for a Chucky versus Leprechaun.
That'd be sick, man. Because the one-liners would be fucking incredible.
Yes, dude. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, let's get Don Mancini on the phone right now and be like, "Yo, you need to make this."
I actually that dude. Speaking of that guy, Mancini,
What did you say about him?
I messaged him.
Oh yeah. What did he say? Nah, I'm too busy making a Chucky TV show.
No, he ain't said nothing yet. That's probably what he's going to talk about. Or see, look, yeah, like what they're saying, like a shotgun arm, or just like something like that. Anything. You know what? If they were to bring anything Ash into a versus anybody, that would be.
Well, there's comic books, and it's Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. And like my buddies read them, and he said they're fucking brilliant, and it totally works.
Yeah.
Like Ash is the human race's only hope to fight both Freddy and Jason, and he just keeps fucking it up all the time.
It'd be a great movie. Even if they played someone else for Freddy, obviously, like that Bacon dude they've been talking about lately, just do it. Even if it's, it's going to sell. You know it's going to sell. You know it's going to do fantastic, so why not?
Don Mancini said Chucky versus Leprechaun is too obvious and he has no interest.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Does he not know that would make millions in the box office?
Yeah.
Because people love nostalgia. So, fuck Don Mancini, little bitch.
Yeah.
Well then.
I'm deleting it.
Moving on.
John, what about you? How do you rate Jason Goes to Hell?
Honestly, I'd probably give it like a solid 6. There's a lot of good stuff about this movie. Like there's a lot of negatives, obviously. Jason's not in the majority of it. He's only in it for like 11 minutes or something. But there's a lot of good that comes out of it. Like there's the one-liners from the chick in the diner. She's really funny. She just cusses all the time.
Her little boyfriend.
Yeah, her little weird-ass boyfriend or husband or whatever. When she gets the elbow in the face, though, that was weird as fuck. Because it looks like she's just like sucking on a fucking warhead. Rather than being elbowed in the fucking suck hole. You know what I mean? Like, by some weird fucking news presenter. But, yeah, I'd honestly give it like a solid 6.
Solid 6?
Solid 6. What about you, DD?
I will give it a 5, but we got the point for the titty, so we go to a 6.
6 titties.
So
We got a 5, we got a 6 with titties.
I'd give it a 7 as well, just from nostalgia factor, and it's something I can revisit. It's nothing that I'm gonna stay away from like Nekromantik. I can actually revisit this from time to time, and kick back and jam it. So I'm gonna give it a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was a gram, it'd have been an 8, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, like, Ken Hodder, he's a good Jason. But I think people just got tired of him. When they did Freddy vs. Jason, they wanted someone, like, much bigger and, like, leaner and just, like, look a mean motherfucker. And Freddy vs. Jason, when it first came out, like, I remember, like, watching on TV when the commercials were coming on. And they were just fucking sick as hell, man. I was so excited. But I was really young at the time, and I knew it was going to be an 18 rated. Like, in the UK, it's different rating systems. So here it's like R or whatever. There it's U for Universal, for everyone can go see it. PG for parental guidance. 12A, where you can see it if you're 12 and you go with an adult. 15, you have to be 15 or over. 18, you have to be 18 or over. So when I saw that, I was like, man, this is going to be an 18 for sure. I loved it.
All right. So, who has questions for Victoria? Because I have a couple. Who got the cues, man? Anybody got the cues? I got some.
I will go first.
Do it, brother.
If you were in a horror movie, how would you want to be killed?
Well, that's a good question. Hmm.
Oh, there's a cat.
Cat comes out of nowhere.
He's coming to save me.
Batman.
Yep, Batman. Honestly, I think I'd want to be killed by Jason because he's my favorite slasher.
Okay.
That's not really a very original answer, but I love Jason, so I'm gonna go with him.
How would you want to be killed though?
Huh. I guess he would just kill me with his machete. Like, I would make a good run for it, and like, I'd try to live and everything, but like, eventually he would get me for sure.
Machete. Ooh, like this.
Machete. I'd take a machete. Like, I want, like, you know, in Freddy versus Jason, where the guy looks like fucking Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, when he gets like cut in half.
Oh yeah.
I want that. That'd be
That was a gnarly kill, dude.
That was gnarly.
That was
a
a good
gnarly kills in that movie.
That was a good one. Let's see. I got questions for Victoria. I'm trying to decide which ones to do. She's over there smiling, just like, oh fuck, here we go. Let's see. None of them are actually gnarly at all. They're all pretty cool. All right. So obviously you love Halloween, like it's the holiday, right?
Yeah.
I want to know an embarrassing costume your parents made you wear.
So my parents aren't really into Halloween, so growing up, they never really like put us in any really cool costumes. Like, I remember when my sister and I were really young, they would just like put us in pajamas and like draw like a cat face on us. So like that would pretty much be our costume. Like, I must have been like 3 or 4. So that's all I really remember.
That's the good shit though. That's
Yeah.
good memories. I like that.
Like Dracula with like a trash bag cape. Was me.
What's
Like
that,
dollar store fangs.
What's that little garbage dude from Sesame Street?
Oh, Oscar the Grouch.
I was Oscar the Grouch when I was like 5.
Oh, nice.
It looked like it was an official costume from Kmart, but it looked like shit. It looked like shit.
I had some like dope ass costumes. Like, I went as Luke Skywalker one year, and I had like a karate outfit, and I wore like this utility belt that I could put my lightsaber in, and I had like the official like green Return of the Jedi fucking lightsaber, and I was fucking loving life. And then my mum made my sister dress up as Princess Leia. So she had like a headband, and she hand wove the hair to look like the 2 like buns that she wears.
Yeah.
And she made like a full outfit for my sister, so it looked dope as hell. So we were like walking around like Luke and Leia. There was one time where I dressed up as Terminator.
Nice.
And my mum just literally just spiked my hair up. I had this like shotgun that my cousin gave me. Like, it was like a toy shotgun. It just made a bang. I didn't actually shoot anything. It wasn't like a BB gun. And he sawed off the end, but it had the pump action. So I was doing the thing from like Judgment Day.
Andrew Faith, I'm sorry to cut your story, dude.
Oh my god.
His mother dressed him as O.J. Simpson when the trial was going on, blackface and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, Andrew.
I will never forget that answer.
That's so good.
Andrew, if you have pictures of that, please send us.
Yeah, that would.
We will happily post them on Instagram for you.
You know what? This is a no like racist political zone. Anything goes here. So hopefully no one's fucking offended. But
Well, I
man,
mean, it was a different time back then. Like, you can't do that shit nowadays. Like, if I came on dressed as fucking like Kanye West, man, people would lose their shit.
I'd fucking laugh.
I mean, I'm dying to dress up as Ice Cube one day, but I mean, I'm going to be called a racist. It's not my fault that I should have been born in Compton.
Scottish Cube.
Scottish Cube, yeah. Like,
Scott Cube.
fucking, yeah. Give me a good rapper name.
You got a what's it called? Dave, do you have any more questions for him?
Yes, I do.
Go back and forth. Fuck it.
So, what is your favorite Canadian tradition?
That's a good one. I'm curious too.
I think I like food, so I'm just gonna have to say eating poutine. Like I sent you guys a picture. I think it was
Oh, yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
I was eating poutine. Yeah, I love poutine.
I thought it was French fry soup.
I know. I put like so much. There was like more gravy than fries, I think. But poutine is.
What's it called? A distant past. I dated this Canadian girl, and she made that for me, and it was fucking good.
Yes.
That was years ago, though.
Like poutine's amazing. Like for the longest time, I didn't eat it because it said poo at the front, and and that's all I heard was just poo, and I was like, no, and it didn't really look very appetizing. And then I finally tried it, and I was like, holy shit, where the fuck have I been living?
It's good.
Turns out it was Scotland.
Well, now I feel like I need to go to Canada to go try this.
Yeah, man, David, you need to come to Canada. Then we'll go and visit Victoria. Victoria, we can go to get some poutine.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. Is there like, you know how there's pizza like in Chicago, New York, or Philly cheesesteaks? Is there like a specific restaurant that makes it a certain way that y'all like?
Well, I usually go to Smokes. If I'm going to do anything, I go to Smokes Poutineery.
Smokes Poutineery.
Yeah. Where would you go, Victoria?
My favorite place is a place called Poutini's in Toronto.
I like how they incorporate this word into the restaurant name.
It's so good.
Now I gotta go.
For sure. Yeah, Tony, you can come too. Tony, we can go. Me, David, Al, Tony, Phil, Sam, Victoria. We can just go get poutine and just sit in silence and enjoy it.
It'll be a protein party.
Protein party. Just like Nekromantik right at the end, that was a protein party.
Let's see. All right. Do you believe in superstition, such as the day Friday the 13th, or anything else involved?
Not really. Like for example, if I see a black cat crossing my path, I'm like, oh, a cat. Like I don't really think anything about it. I don't know. And like Friday the 13th, I don't really think anything bad about it. I'm just like, oh, I'll watch Friday the 13th movies. Like, I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have any questions. I'm very ill prepared today.
Sweet.
Al, do you have any dank-ass questions for Victoria?
I do, but man.
It's Friday the 13th, man. You need to do it.
Let me go back to the black pages.
The black pages?
I'm just saying that. No racial. Hold on. Oh, wait, you know what? I have them on my phone. I keep the dankiest of the dank in my phone.
The dank. Oh, Jesus, it's been a Friday, man. Holy fucking hell.
How's everybody doing today? How's y'all's Friday the 13th, by the way?
Yeah. Does anyone do anything for Friday the 13th? Is there any, like, special thing you do? Like, I know fucking, what's his face? Andrew likes to sit at home, drink all day, and watch Friday the 13th movies.
That's great.
You know, I saw Andrew's post on Facebook earlier about how Friday the 13th is like his luckiest day of the year. I'd have to agree to that, dude. I got that job today, remember? So
that's right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to Dee Dee here.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Tony just had 100 milligrams of THC.
Fantastic.
Thick, hairy cock.
I have never heard.
Oh man, I never even thought of it that way. That was really good.
We got our first ever tattoo. There you go. What did you get? Did you get one of those like flash ones that you get for like $13?
I'm looking for a question on this. That's hilarious though.
I kind of want a tramp stamp.
I want a butthole on my elbow. Have you ever seen that movie? What is it called? The Rules of Attraction, I think is what it's called. With the guy from Dawson's Creek, and
no,
it's like a whole college party. He's like he's like the shittiest drug dealer in the world, dude. And he goes to the coke dealer to pick up coke from him, but he owes him money. And the guy's already all fucking coked out of his mind. He's got this huge fucking handgun, and he's just going off on him, dude. He tells him, "I need you like I need an asshole on my elbow." And he pulls up his elbow. He's all, "Right there, an asshole. That's how much I need you."
All right, I got a question. All right, here we go. So, how you doing, Victoria? You having a good day?
Yep. Pretty good.
Fantastic. I'm so glad you are.
That's when you know it's bad.
I'm scared.
I actually have two. So here's the first one. This was pretty mild.
Okay.
Actually, both are. I want to know 3 horror characters ever that you would have sexual relations with.
I'm gonna have to think about this.
Okay,
I was gonna say if you had 3 like that would have been spending some time. Instead, they're not like, well, I mean, if someone twisted my arm.
I might even have trouble like coming up with one. I don't know.
Okay.
Let me think.
Okay. Keep on thinking. I'm gonna be thinking my damn self for another question. That one was pretty mild.
See, like, it's probably acceptable if you pick someone who is like completely deranged, but not like all like dead and bloated and shit. Like I wouldn't bang like Part 9 Jason. Like I'd bang Leslie Vernon if I was going to do anything. You know what I mean?
Like
Darman.
Horror. She wasn't in too many horror movies, but she's dead now. I would get down with fucking Brittany Murphy.
Yeah.
She was like weird, sexy. It's fucking strange.
It was 8 Mile.
8 Mile, and another one where she's like in a bathtub. And it's like a mystery movie. I can't remember that one. It's a weird blue cover film. I can't remember that. Are you looking up folks?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Typed in sexy horror.
Okay, so just because we just watched this movie, I'm gonna go with Kane Hodder, like from Jason Goes to Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he was the security guard, like not as Jason.
Okay.
He was a good-looking dude when he was like younger. Like maybe not today because he's like a bit older now, but back then.
You know those Freddy Krueger hands?
And then I'm gonna have to go with Herbert West from Reanimator.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Lita Ferry said she'd smash Bill Moseley. Nice.
Bill Moseley, that's gnarly.
I was thinking Bill Moseley too, but I was like, would that be really weird?
No, not at all.
Yeah, he'd be my third choice.
There you go.
Okay, let me see.
That wasn't so bad. That's not as bad as I was expecting.
No, that's not as bad. I thought you were gonna say obvious, like girls like say The Crow, Brandon Lee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. If I had to pick it, like number 1 Stretch from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Boy, don't get me started on that woman.
All right, so here's the other question. So, all right, this is really left field.
Okay.
I just got a question right now, but I'm gonna rearrange it. Have you ever had like, okay, let's say, have you seen Scary Movie 2?
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Well, okay, you know that scene where that chick's getting banged by the ghost?
Yeah.
So have you ever had like a dream, like a sexual dream, and you woke up and you felt like there was a ghost, like, doing that?
No, not that I can remember.
No. I met a chick that said she would get molested in her sleep by a ghost every day.
Okay.
And I was like, really? Okay.
No, really?
Really? So
I'd be setting up cameras, but for
The
education.
ghost got that thick dick.
so yeah.
He's got a thick spook.
Covering ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I would probably remember if that happens, so I'm gonna go with probably not.
That's probably something that I would never admit to. If that did happen,
You just admitted it, John. You just admitted it.
Well, I mean, if it did happen, then I probably wouldn't admit it.
All right. And I have 2 more just regular questions. I want to know one thing you don't like about the horror community.
Let me think.
I usually ask this one. I haven't asked in a long time though.
Trying to think. 'Cause everyone's just so awesome. It's hard to think of an answer about something I don't like.
That's solid.
Because, like, really, realistically, how could anyone be nasty or mean to Victoria? She's the nicest person ever.
I was thinking that too.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Well, that's true.
Like a belly dancing horror angel. Like, there's no, you can't really do anything to her.
I guess one thing that does suck is that like we're all so far away from each other. So, like,
Yeah.
it'd be cool if we could just all hang out all the time, and that's
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Have you thought about if you wanted to come to TFW or if you can even swing that?
Yeah, I'm hoping to come next year. For
Okay.
sure.
2019?
Yeah.
Nice.
If you go, tell you right now, I got a beer waiting on your ass.
Sweet.
Mexican beer.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's
And
all.
like what we did this last time, like all hopped in a car and tried all these different food places. So I don't know if you've had like authentic Mexican food or authentic like Texas barbecue, but it's an experience.
Sweet. That would be awesome. I love food, so that sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
All right, and the last question I have, until we get to David's picks, are: can you give the Hellhounds of Horror any feedback on how we're doing as a show?
Good question.
I'm liking the show. I think since you guys have changed to the new show, it's been going really well. I'm liking it. I like that it's every other week because I'm sure it's good for you guys too, because it would be so hard to do a show every single week. So I don't know. And before, like if I had something to do on Saturday, I'd be like, oh man, I'm gonna miss the show. But now that it's every other week, I kind of feel like I can commit to watching it as well, like being a viewer. So
I agree because we've been doing the show for a while, and every week it definitely was tedious, but we would still somehow make it work. Now it's every other week. We can make plans with family or just do whatever now. So
Yeah.
I agree. Every week is definitely solid, and an hour later, it's definitely a help. For
I
sure.
like the fact that we're doing interviews. Like I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying that because the act of pursue. Well, this is gonna sound really creepy. The act of pursuing someone and getting them to like participate and come on the show, like it's kind of cool. So if anyone has any suggestions, we've taken a few suggestions and we've contacted some folks. But let any of us know if you have any suggestions for people that you want us to try and speak to, or for people that you know that would want to be on the show. Like I know there's a lot of people that know someone through some way, shape, or form.
Dude, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm keep cutting you off. I'm so sorry. I went to go have lunch with my cousin, right? And she's a pretty big horror fanatic. She has like her own group of people that, you know, talk about horror movies. She knows this guy that does a podcast, and he had John Carpenter on there one time. So I told her, you need to find out how that happened so we can make that happen.
I would pay.
Dude, I would pay for that, but I'm waiting for a response. So
That's cool. Yeah, like what John was saying. If y'all have any people y'all want us to interview, put it here in the chat or inbox all of us. We have CJ Graham tomorrow.
CJ Graham tomorrow. We just confirmed Dan Yeager.
Yeah, from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, the Leatherface. And of course, we're just working literally around the clock, trying to just get interviews. We got some good leads, so we'll let y'all know when that should.
Yes, we also have a guest for our next show.
Mm-hmm.
Which, David, do you want to announce the next movies and the next guest?
Oh, me, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, movies. Okay. I kind of like spaced out there for a second. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It happens, man. It's Friday the 13th, man. It's been a day.
It's been a good day.
It's been a good fucking day.
That's great. You got that job, bro.
Thank you. So the first movie that we will do for not next week but the week after will be Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the Hood.
Nice.
Good.
I don't know if y'all saw it recently online. Looked real to me, but there's a sequel coming out, directed DVD.
Solid.
So I don't know how true that is or not, but if it is, I think it said October. So, but we shall see on that. So for the second movie, told you two motherfuckers you wouldn't see me coming. We're gonna do Nightbreed.
Oh,
Oh yes, yes.
You're welcome, John.
look, I'm excited to tell people how much I love this movie, but I'm fucking terrified because Al's just gonna shit on it, and it's my movie picks the week after. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I've only seen it once. I'm not.
Just a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
So
But I
then
mean, like, I watch this like every other week, so I mean, I probably don't need to watch it, but I will.
Wait, you watch it every other week?
Yeah.
You know what? No, that's fair because I watch Monster Squad at least once a month. So yeah, I understand.
I watched the Goonies quite a bit.
And then the guest for next show, I don't know if David remembers.
I don't remember because
Okay. That's
I'm
good.
irresponsible.
So the next show we're gonna have our good friend Gabby Hernandez.
Yes,
People may know her. She's a huge like VHS collector. She does a lot of reviews on YouTube, and she's really, really, really good to talk to. So I'm cool to excited to interview her, man. Just to talk to her and hear her thoughts and stuff because she's got a lot of good reviews on her channel. She's got a different way of thinking, and I'm excited to hear her thoughts on how good Nightbreed was.
She is a fellow Texan.
Yeah, and what I also think about what's cool about bringing these folks in is a lot of these people they have horror YouTube channels. They're big on horror, but a lot of people don't know them. I would say so.
Yeah,
we got her and a couple other people who aren't really too into the community. We'd like to just bring them in, introduce them, and yeah. So she's definitely one of them. We have a couple more after her. So
yes.
yeah, look out for that. These are new folks that potential good friends.
Yes. And we also have a special announcement. So next Friday, we're going to have the first ever official collaboration with the Freaky Girls Live. So it's going to be the Freaky Girls Live. It's going to be the Hellhounds of Horror. We're going to be all in the one stream. It's going to be next Friday.
Jesus.
Friday the 20th at like 9 or something.
9 or something.
Well, it needs to
we'll smooth out the details.
But we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be talking 2 movies, one of which we got to pick, one of which they got to pick. Our pick was the Monster Squad, and their pick was No Word of a Lie.
Yeah.
It was actually Victoria's pick. No, I'm just kidding. But it was it's going to be a Serbian film. So we're going to be talking a Serbian film and the Monster Squad, which if you go to our Instagram right after the stream, you're going to see the official thumbnail for the Freaky Hellhounds Live.
Yes. That sounds fucking awesome.
So that's going to be next week. And then, of course, join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our interview with CJ Graham, the one and only.
So tell everyone who's a part of the Freaky Girls who aren't
So, yes. So we have Victoria, we have Lita Fairy, we have Laura from Laura's Looney Bin. We have Ray, who makes pins for Naked Eye Studio. We have... Fuck, there's so many of them. we have Queenie Todd.
Yep.
We have Victoria. Did I say Victoria?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got Serena. That's 6. That's about it. Did I miss anyone?
Say Laura, I can't remember.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
Laura.
Okay.
I'm not very
Yeah,
observant,
I
man.
think that's everybody.
We're breaking barriers. We are entering an all-girls live stream.
Yes. So we've not figured out the nitty-gritty details on whose channel it's going to be on. It's probably going to be Laura's because she's going to be like, you know what? You know what, Jen? You're such a cunt. We're streaming on my channel. You know what? Just because. Ben, you're such a cunt.
Hey, she better have her Budweiser and cigarettes handy, man.
Oh, yeah. She's going to have her seizure helmet. She's going to have her Budweiser. She's going to have like 19 packs of cigarettes. It's going to be a great fucking time.
It's gonna be magical.
Plus, what's just your wait? There's more. We also recently passed 600 subscribers on the channel, so we've been playing with this idea where we're going to have the ultimate Hellhounds quiz show extravaganza, which the rules will be pending, but one of the major rules is we're going to have 3 guests on the show. You have to come on the show. We're going to have a quiz, and it's going to be elimination. So we're going to go eliminate someone who finishes 3rd. Then we're going to have a round of 2, and then we're going to have a grand prize finale, which we're thinking we're maybe going to give something special to the grand prize winner. But it's going to be all horror-based questions, and we're very, very excited to do it. So rules will be coming soon, but we're gonna celebrate 600 subscribers with the ultimate Hellhounds of Horror quiz extravaganza show.
Extravaganza.
I'm out of breath, man.
Oh yeah, you did that well.
That was a lot. I've been building up to that.
You did that very well.
Fuck, it's been a Friday, man.
Fucking Fridays.
Fucking Fridays. But yes, also as well, we're gonna have Victoria's social media, YouTube channel down in the description below. Check her out if you haven't already. A lot of people in here are all good friends, so they already know who Victoria is and how awesome she is. But definitely check out her channel, share her channel, share the show, tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your gran, tell your grandpa after you steal his pornography.
Yeah. Everyone watch Nightbreed.
Everyone watch Nightbreed, and then anyone that shits on Nightbreed will be blocked from the show forever. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't no bitch, man. I can take it.
Yeah, none of us are little bitches. Well, that's great. So,
but yes, thank you for joining us. Thank you again, Victoria, for being an excellent guest.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show.
You're so welcome. You're always welcome back.
Yes.
Anyone wants to be a guest on the show, message any of us. Thank you for joining us this Friday evening. Join us tomorrow. Peace, motherfuckers.
Bye, guys.
Bye.